Oh, ooh, can't get that to focus. Holy moly. Hey guys. Welcome back everybody. This is Mike from Mike's Magic Resto Detailing and Paint Enhancement, Paint Correction, all that stuff here in sorta sunny Sharpsburg, Georgia. Man, I tell you what, we have had some rain, thunder, lightning, and it's not over yet. Not looking too bad out there. As y'all can see, Sally is back outside. She's not happy, but that's the way it goes. We've been working on this cruiser and got all the outside work done, so she came inside and Sally was relegated to the out of doors. I don't know if you guys remember the previous videos or the photos, but this thing was hammered. It had been sitting out in a yard for years, and it was just, most of this was black. It was so bad. Black and yellow and all kind of stuff on it. Every contaminant that you can think of or that I could name was on this paint. It was something else. And she has basically been transformed. She was strip washed. She was chemically decontaminated with iron X and then brought inside and clay barred with aggressive grade of clay bar. And I tell you what, this vehicle ate up some clay bar. Except I didn't clay bar this because it's just so gravelly looking, and the texture is so bad. It'd be like trying to clay bar a piece of sandpaper. So did not clay bar that. Haven't fooled with the headlights any, because I looked them up and it's really not that expensive just to replace these. But you remember these were yellow. Yellow. And you know, as we talked about in the previous video, this is where the clear coat has just failed and come completely off. Nothing I can do about that. There's a few spots like that around, mostly on this side for some reason. And I suspect, according to my paint thickness gauge, there was some repainting done on this car. And one of my painter buddies told me it looked like some poor prep from a body shop. And that was before I tested it with the paint thickness gauge, and it's obviously been, parts of it been repainted due to the, you know, the thickness gauge on the rest of the car is pretty consistent, but then it jumps up in places here. So that tells you it's been repainted. Did the wheels and tires late yesterday evening. They turned out looking rather well. Coated the tires. I was polished, did a light polish on this hubcap, wheel cover as they call it, and I could tell no difference at all. None. It's just, all that stuff is just embedded down into it, and there's just so much damage on these. I just don't see the point in polishing them. I just don't. But the rest of the vehicle, the windows, everything has turned out rather nicely, I think. Now, especially this side was fine, see, because this side was not repainted. I think this is all OEM paint. And it turned out looking pretty good, all things considered. But what I wanted to do is kind of get up close and show you guys. This paint here is still pretty much got spots and pebbly looking from where the contaminants actually etched way down into the clear coat. And the only thing that would improve this more would be to do some polishing on it. You couldn't do a lot because if I recall, there's only about 4 mils, maybe a little bit more of paint on here, and you couldn't do a lot. But if you did that and then coated it or put some other form of protection on it, it would even improve it dramatically again. But I'm not sure this particular vehicle, if that would be worthwhile spending that money doing that, particularly since you need some repainting done over here. I'm just not sure that would be worthwhile. And everything, I put paint sealant on everything, so hopefully this will remain this way for some time to come. I believe this has been repainted. Of course, the bumper, the only cure for that is a repaint, period. The headlights, I wouldn't pay to have these done since the cost of replacing them seems to be minimal. But if you're a DIYer, you might want to tackle it. I'm just not sure it would be beneficial to pay someone like me to do these, because they're reasonable to replace them. Some of these headlights I've seen will cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So yeah, that made sense to have somebody like me do them. This roof came out good. Of course, this stuff here, I don't know if y'all can see that. That's just has eaten down into it so far. I mean, I scrubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it with some really strong stuff. Clay barred the hell out of that little crack right there. And that stuff right there is just not going to go away because it's just eaten all the way down to the primer. Nothing I can do about it. That's not dirt at this point, folks. That's damage. So I cannot fix that. Not that kind of damage. You remember this back end was almost black. It turned out pretty well, except for on the bumper there, we've got some more clear coat failure and some damage that I cannot fix. Even clay barred the headlights and the tail lights, clay barred all the glass, which turned out looking okay. Now, now that I'm done with the outside, we're going to move on, oops, to the interior. I'll just give y'all a quick look at that. Walk around here to a door that's not locked, I hope. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of grubby, grimy stuff there. That's probably from where somebody rode along and propped their arm up on it in the summertime. They sweat and all kind of stuff getting on it. You know, suntan oil, blah, 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 blah. You know, this interior is not great, but I have seen worse, believe it or not. Oh boy. Got my work cut out for me there. Man, oh man. The seats, as you can see, have some staining in them. I don't think that these are going to go completely away, but they should reduce dramatically. I'll use the Flex products. The steering wheel's kind of grubby. It may clean up pretty good. Don't know yet till you get started. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Of course, the first order of business is to get all the stuff out of here. Yeah, this is all dusty, dirty. But there again, I've done some of these work trucks and stuff that were worse. Yeah, it's got some bad spots in it, but like I say, I've seen a lot worse. Oh my, look at all this. Ooh-wee. A lot of trash, grubby, grimy stuff here, which is typical. The cup holders always seem to be full of stuff. Of course, my first order of business is going to be, I've got to get all this stuff out of here. And I'm going to pull it outside, and because I prefer working outside when I can. And my first order of business, like I said, is to get all the, man, The rest of them doors are locked. I guess you have to. Let's see now. And then I'm going to turn my air compressor on, and then I'll use my vortex and blast out all the cracks and crannies and blow as much crap out of here as I possibly can, along with a drill brush and small brushes and detail brushes and that sort of thing. And then I will thoroughly vacuum it, and then probably at this level of detailing, probably just do a quick shampoo. Ooh-wee. See all that stuff? Holy cow, holy cow. Man, oh man. Try to get rid of some of this stuff here. I don't know how much of that's going to come out, not at this level. I'll have my steamer out, trying to go after some of this grease and grimy stuff that's on here, just to get rid of it as best I can. Like I say, this is what I call a budget detail, not an extensive one like I would normally do. But hey, appreciate y'all dropping by. I know this is not exciting. But okay, guys, thank you. Like, text, share, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate it very much. Oh, somebody just jumped on just in time for me to sign off, because I got to get to work on this thing now. Pull it outside and get started on the interior. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.